Good day, everyone. Welcome to Cookery class.
Hello students, listen to me. Let the study TLE. The subject that brings out the best in everybody, and it includes you and me. Agriculture, ICT, industrial arts, HE. All these components will help you to get ready, so you could reach your goals and dreams. Let the study TLE. Let the study come with me. All of the knowledge and all of the skills will help you to be life ready. Will help you to be life ready.
Let's put ourselves in the presence of our living God. Let us pray. Lord, true source of light and wisdom, give me a keen sense of understanding, a retentive memory, and a capacity to grasp things correctly. Grant me the grace to be refined in my actions and the skills to express myself with thoroughness and clarity. Be with me at the start of my work, grant its progress, and bring it to the success. Amen. I am your teacher for today, Ma'am Rosalie. Few things to remember before we start. Prepare your pen and your paper. Choose the best place for learning and watch this video lesson. Last meeting, we already finished discussing on how to store the different market forms of vegetables. Let's have a quick review about this topic. Direction. Take a look at each picture. Identify the ways of storing market forms of vegetables. Choose among the given choices. Number 1. I'll give you 3 seconds to choose your answer.
3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is discard cans that show signs of damage. Number 2. I'll give you 3 seconds to choose your answer.
3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is keep away from sunlight and on the floor. Number 3. I'll give you 3 seconds to choose your answer.
3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is stored in a cool, dry temperature. Number 4. I'll give you 3 seconds to choose your answer.
3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is keep well sealed. Number 5. I'll give you 3 seconds to choose your answer.
3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is peeled and cut vegetables covered or wrapped to prevent from spoilage. Good job, grade 10. Before we proceed, what are those expectations are you going to see in this video? First, you need to identify the different classifications of seafoods, its market form, composition, and its structure. You were able to produce any of these market forms of fish available in your kitchen. And lastly, appreciate the importance of seafoods available in our daily living. Let's test your knowledge if you have something in mind about our new lesson. Prepare for our pre-test. Let's proceed to your pre-test. Direction. Read each statement carefully. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. What are the market forms of fish if both sides of a fish still joint but with bones removed? A. Butterfly fillet. B. Drone. C. Breast. D. Steaks. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. The correct answer is A. Butterfly fillet. Number 2. What classification of shellfish are animals with segmented shells and joint legs? A. Bivalves. B. Crustaceans. C. Mollusks. And D. Univalves. So I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. The correct answer is letter B. Crustaceans. Number 3 question. What categories of fish are with fins and internal skeletons? A. Crustaceans. B. Finfish. C. Shellfish. And D. Mollusk. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. The correct answer is letter B. Finfish. Number 4 question. What is the example of freshwater fish? A. Cod. B. Flounder. C. Grouper. And D. Tilapia. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. The correct answer is letter D. Tilapia. Number 5 question. What type of fish are those that are high in fat? A. Big fish. B. Fat fish. C. Lean fish. And D. Small fish. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. The correct answer is letter B. Fat fish. Good job, grade 10. These are the words that may sound confusing that you may encounter during the duration of this video. What are those words? So these are the words such as fin, hinge, skeleton, viscera, and tentacles. Fin. It is composed of bony spines or rays protruding from the body of a fish. They are covered with their skin. Hinge. Joined to another thing or joined together. Skeleton. It is a structural frame that supports the animal body. Tentacles. It is a long, thin part like arms of some sea animals, used for feelings and holding things. Viscera. The internal organs of the body, specifically those within the chest part or abdomen. Do you have an idea what is our topic? Let's start our discussion. Seafoods. It is a form of sea life regarded as food by humans. Seafood includes fish and shellfish. Shellfish. These include a various species such as mollusks, crustaceans, and echinoderms. A wide variety of fish and shellfish are available in the market. Many of those comes from different sources. There are so many methods of cooking of seafoods. Most of them are fast and easy. making them the perfect choice for a quick and healthy meal. There are two types of seafoods, finfish and shellfish. Finfish. These are those fish with fins and their internal skeletons. They are all classified based on their habitat, fat component, and their shape of their body. Saltwater finfish. So those are fish that lives in the ocean water. Freshwater finfish. So these are those type of fish that lives in the freshwater. Here's an example of saltwater finfish, such as grouper, black sea bars, flounder, cod, bluefish, and sole. And here's the example of freshwater finfish, such as eel, catfish, and tilapia. Next classification of finfish according to its shape. Flatfish. It is a fish with a pin-shaped body. Roundfish. It is a fish with a cylindrical round body. Here's the example of roundfish. Grouper, cod, black sea bars, and bluefish. Here's the example of flatfish, sole, and flounder. Another classification of finfish according to its fat content. Fish that are high in fats are called fat fish. Fish that are low in fat are called lean fish. Here's the example of fat fish: trout, tuna, mackerel, and salmon. Example of lean fish are the following: bass, solefish, red snapper, and cod. Another classification of seafoods are shellfish. Shellfish. So these are the fish with their external shells, but they don't have their bone structure. They have their hard outer shells. They are classified into two, mollusks and crustaceans. Mollusks, they are the soft sea animals. Crustaceans, these are the animals with segmented shells and joint legs. Types of mollusks: univalves, bivalves, and cephalopods. Univalves, they have a single shell. Example, abalone. Bivalves, they have a pair of hinged shells. Example, clams. Cephalopods, they have tentacles attached to the head. Example, squid. Examples of crustaceans are the following: crab, lobster, and shrimp. Let's answer your guide question number 2. What are those three classifications of finfish? So I'll give you 5 seconds to answer this. The three classifications of finfish are the following: according to its habitat, according to its shape, and according to its fat content. Let's proceed to your activity 1, direction. On the table below, classify the following seafoods according to their classification, which can be grouped under each category. Take a look at this table. You need to identify if the following seafood categorized as finfish or shellfish. The correct answer for this activity are the following: Pinfish includes tilapia, sole, catfish, milkfish, and cod. For shellfish, there is oyster, squid, clams, shrimp, and crab. Good job, grade 10. Let's proceed to the composition and structure of fish. Fish has a very little connective tissue. That's why fish cooks very quickly. Fish is naturally tender. Moist heat methods of cooking is used. And lastly, cooked fish must be handled very carefully. What is the characteristic of mollusk? Oyster have rough, irregular shells. Flesh of oyster is extremely soft and delicate. Steaming is a method of cooking used for soft shell clam. Hard shell clam can be eaten as raw. Shell of mussels is not as heavy as clam shells. Scallops are creamy white in color, sweet in flavor. And lastly, squid are chewy and fried quickly. What are the characteristics of crustaceans? Lobster shell is usually dark green or bluish green, but it will turn red when it's cooked. Live lobster must be alive when it's cooked. What are those market forms of fish? You are going to buy this either as whole, drawn, dressed, steak, fillet, butterfly fillet, and sticks. Whole fish. It is completely intact as caught. Drawn. Usually viscera were removed. Dressed. Viscera, scales, head, tail, and fins were removed. Fillet. Boneless side of fish with or without skin. Butterfly fillet. Both sides of the fish is still joint but with bones removed. Steaks. Cross-section slices containing a section of backbone. Sticks. Cross-section slices of fillet. Market forms of shellfish. For mollusks, they are usually sold either as live in a shell, shocked, or canned. For crustaceans, they are usually sold either as live or frozen. Let's proceed to your activity 2. Direction. Identify the different market forms of fish. The answer is number 1 dressed, number 2 drawn, number 3 butterfly fillet, number 4 sticks, and number 5 fillet. Good job, grade 10. Let's proceed to your performance task. Direction. You are tasked to go to a market and buy some kilo of fish in preparation for your family dinner. Make a documentation of any market forms of fish that is available in your kitchen. Finish your task and fully furnish your task sheet. Scoring rubrics are also provided. Here's your task sheet. Let's check your understanding if you have something learned in this topic. Why is it important to know the different market forms of fish and shellfish? It is important to know the different market forms of fish and shellfish because there are many available in the market. Some can be purchased ready to cook while others requires a special preparation. It all depends in the cooking preference why you are going to buy for something. Let's proceed to your post test. Direction. Read each statement carefully. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1.
What are the market forms of fish if both sides of the fish still joint but with backbones removed? A. Butterfly fillet. B. Drone. C. Dressed. D. Steaks. So I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. Okay, let's proceed to number 2. What classification of shellfish are animals with segmented shells and joint legs? A. Bivalves. B. Crustaceans. Letter C. Mollusks. Letter D. Univalves. Again, I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. Number 3 question. What categories of fish are with fins and internal skeletons? A. Crustaceans. B. Finfish. Letter C. Shellfish. Letter D. Mollusk. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. Number 4 question. What is the example of freshwater fish? A. Cod. B. Flounder. Letter C. Grouper. Or letter D. Tilapia. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer. Number 5 question. What type of fish are those that are high in fat? A. Big fish. B. Fat fish. C. Lean fish. And D. Small fish. I'll give you 5 seconds to choose your answer.
For your assignment, answer the following questions. How to check the freshness of fish and shellfish. That's the end of our lesson. I hope you will learn something new. Enjoy this holiday season. Thank you for listening. Bye!